Welcome to Wannabe Heroes podcast. I'm Allie, or Cricket at the Twilight Bazaar. Previously on Wannabe Heroes.
What's this plan you were thinking of?
We're going to tell the rebels exactly what they did. And the way I can think of doing this is using that seal to have a letter handed off to them. At that point, we just have to get them to trust us.
You can see Viren just watching the show.
What you doing here?
I hope to hear more updates from you as the days go by. So, you met with Hinge earlier. If you're interested in really building yourself up in Tamasir, there are individuals trying to make that easier. Where we pick up, the group currently split in the middle of the night has completed a few tasks of their own, with Drayrith and Serenity and Kyrian all making their way to the warehouse end of the city, and Drayrith making a few connections with some workers there, helping out with some menial tasks.
Yay.
On the other end, Piron and Cricket returned to the circus to acquire a few of Piron's personal spells, go over a few things with Bria, and had a wonderful run-in with Viren.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's not the word I would use.
At this point, it is, say, just before midnight, as all of you are completing your tasks. Drayrith and Serenity are just now leaving the warehouse, meeting back up with Kyrian on the side roads, and Cricket and Piron are just making their way back to the city, just entering onto like the main streets of the city. So let's start off with Kyrian, Drayrith, and Serenity. Now that you guys have a little bit of alone time, you can go over what has transpired the last few hours, since Serenity is no longer a spider.
I found nothing. It is very straightforward job. Nothing suspicious at all.
Yeah, I thought there might be like some weapons or something in the grain, but didn't find anything.
No.
What do you think, Kyrian?
I was totally here for this and totally didn't get sick in the middle of the last episode. Kyrian, back now with less illness. From what I could tell, I think how many people are around us, if any?
You've got like maybe half a dozen people in the streets around, but they're not close by.
I think that they're on the side that we want to be on. I think they are trustworthy because, quite frankly, they sound a little bit desperate, but that's also okay because we are going to be on their side.
Exactly.
But from what I can see, this is the right route to go. We just can't let the people who hire us know.
Oh, of course not. We wouldn't let them know anything about this. That'd be foolish.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I have some good news. Calix said that he'd be contacting me soon, hopefully, about another job, and if I had any friends who were looking for work. So we have an in this way.
Correct. Okay.
That's good.
What kind of work?
Something dirtier than lugging around grain.
Like dirty
Manure?
how?
No, probably like stealing something, possibly. Who knows? He didn't really elaborate yet.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
You know.
It sounds like a foot in the door.
Exactly, and that's what we need right now. We need a foot in the door.
A foot in the door that they're aware is there, because we kind of, sort of, already have a toe in the door. They just don't know that we have a toe in the door.
Yeah.
Well, they know that a toe is in the door. They just don't know that it's our toe in the door. I am ruining this metaphor. Point is that we're on the right track.
You've got a foot in the door, but they've closed the door on your foot.
So we're using we're using the other foot to kick the door open again.
Sorry, what is happening with
So what
this
foot
door?
are you standing on?
We are beating a horse with a dead.
Beating a horse with another dead horse.
Yeah.
Where do you get all these sayings from? This is great.
I don't know. It must be something I haven't heard.
My uncle is very eccentric, and this is how he talks all the time.
Fair.
And then he just rambles. But I do have a plan to get us to meet with the less fortunate folks here if we feel that is needed right away, or if we want to continue with this job first. I think we need to discuss that with the rest of the group before we make any decisions. But I have a letter that's been prepared so that I have a letter prepared, right? Last session was a bit of a blur.
Yeah, you would have been preparing that while waiting for the rest of your group.
Okay. Then yes, I do have a letter prepared that can get us an in.
Oh.
It's delivering it. There's a number of ways we could do that. I could vanish for a bit and just drop it off somewhere. Serenity, I don't know
I could.
if you can spider your way in with a letter.
Oh, I could do that. I could also just change to look like someone else and drop it off at the bar.
That might work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could definitely work.
I think we talked about it a little bit. We could do that. Maybe check in with everyone else first, but I could do
For
that.
sure.
Speaking of checking in with everyone else, should we get going back soon?
Yes, let's go.
I am quite tired of carrying grain all night.
Oh, you barely did anything. Calm down.
Okay, look, I'm not as tall or strong as you, Serenity.
Just eat your vegetables. One day you might be.
Oh, on that note, as you guys are leaving, you were paid 2 gold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
I'm making money.
Money!
Money.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Guess I'm tight.
Don't do it again.
Oh.
I thought you were waking up for another sneeze.
How did that?
You get one bless you, and then the other sneeze, I knock you out. You get 2 chances.
Jesus.
Bless you to
It's
fuck
a
you.
joke. Yeah.
Hey, on target.
The duality of Allie.
Alright, we head out to
Okay. You guys are returning to the which is
the
this?
bar.
The Whispering Tankard.
Tankard.
Okay. Then we'll jump over Cricket and Apiron. Anything you guys need to discuss, or are you just heading right back to the tavern as well?
I think we're walking back because we gotta tell the others about.
Very briskly walking back.
Yeah,
Okay.
wait as ghosts too.
Yeah.
They're making their way
Piron
downtown.
hasn't breathed in like a full 2 minutes while walking. He's turning a bit purple.
Okay. Then after about half hour, you guys walking back through the city, pushing your way through the small crowds that are still active. There's the nightlife is a little active here, with Kyrian, Drayrith, and Serenity making their way slowly back to the tavern, heading back up the stairs and finding Cricket and Apiron back in the inn in your own room, and Apiron already looks uneasy. Just from entering the room, you can it's visibly he's a little disturbed.
God,
I sense that you look uneasy.
Yeah, I'm not very easy.
I haven't seen you this uneasy since I last touched a machine.
Yeah. Would you like to say or should I?
Why do I have to say it? You should say it.
I don't want to say. I don't want to talk about
Hearing's
this.
at the circus.
Oh, is that it?
What do you mean? Is that it? Viren's at the circus.
Well, that depends. Is he there for a show, or is he rifling through our shit? Because that could be a problem.
He looked like he was just there for a show, but this is Viren, the guy who killed Beatrice.
And he stopped and he talked to us.
Yes.
And he said, she looks at Apiran.
Like he was asking us like how our job's going.
Yeah,
And how like he was talking about the show and how much he enjoyed like going around and seeing everything. And then I talked to him and I said, hey, maybe don't approach us in public, because don't do that. And then he was very clear to say no, he is gonna approach us in public.
And then he was also like, She looks back at you.
He was just like an asshole the whole time. Like
Yeah.
like
he
just the
was.
whole time. Like
Okay, apparel. Cricket.
Yeah.
So let's break this down quickly. He was at the circus partly because he was enjoying himself.
I do not know if
In a
that
way.
man can enjoy anything.
He
I
seemed
mean,
to
our circus is pretty good.
Part 2, he was checking in on us. That's probably part of his job.
Cricket looks at Apiron, just kind of like, oh,
yep. That
I
doesn't.
still don't like it.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to like
He's
it.
too close to all of our friends.
Yeah.
That's probably also why he's going there. It's as part of his job. He needs to remind us how close he is to us and our friends, and those
Well-
we care about.
I think we probably need to be careful. Because I don't think it's going to take much to, make Viren do something bad.
Yeah, he's proven that he's a bit of a hair trigger. So, we should be just careful not to do anything to piss him off, and just lie a bit low. I did tell him that you guys were following up on some leads tonight. So, if that is the case, he might ask us about what those leads potentially are. And Apiron's just gonna do a quick look around to see if anyone might be looking at them, watching them, or if
Oh, I thought we were in our room.
Oh, are we in our room?
You guys are in your room.
Oh, I thought we were meeting downstairs. Okay. Okay. Honestly, he would still do it. He'd still look around to see if there's like open up the door, look if there's someone in the hallway, look
Yeah.
through the window.
You scan the room quickly. Give me a perception roll.
There are 4 gnolls in a trench coat.
Perception, that is going to be a 19.
19. Okay. You scan the room. Kind of like pull back curtains, lift up the bedding on the bed. Find a little bit of dust under the bed. It's like pretty thick under there.
He's making a note of that.
You peer out into the hallway. You see like a few people down, like farther down the hall, like two like human men, just like they've got drinks in hand and are just like chatting, kind of like pushing each other. They're joking, but they're being noisy and not really. They don't notice you opening the door.
Can I insight check to see if they are suspicious in any way, shape, or form? And like just really like stare them down and like try and figure out what they're doing.
Go for it.
Insight. That is an 8.
8. They seem like two dudes having a fun night, having some drinks, getting like doing a little roughhousing.
2 girls chilling in a hot tub.
Maybe.
Apiron's just gonna like slowly close the door and continue looking at them, and then close the door and like look to everyone. Okay, we're safe. What were we talking about?
Oh, we were talking about Viren at the circus.
Oh yes, he's
And
an
now that
asshole.
was completely normal.
Yeah, well, no, it's not supposed to be normal. This dude murdered Beatrice, and he's
Well-
just walking around in the
Yeah,
circle.
because
Yeah,
he-
I know. I'm being
Apiron,
sarcastic.
it's because
Oh.
he doesn't care about Beatrice. He doesn't care about us really. He's just doing his job.
Pretty sure everything that's not him is considered collateral damage to him.
So what does this mean for us?
I
Well-
think. Sorry, Kieran. You can
No,
go.
no.
Okay, I just talk. I talk sometimes too much. I hate with the rambling. I just think, as I know, we're going to be a bit sneaky with what we're going to be doing with the rebels. I think it's even more important now that no one really sees us with them. Because I worry that it'll just take, one word from, what were their names? I know I want to say the Caravis, but I know Cleo and then the guy.
Linus?
Yeah, thank you. Well, I think it's only going to take one command from Linus and Cleo for Viren to do something. Or maybe even just Viren decide that he has enough of a reason to.
It seemed like he had pretty much free reign, on what he did, and the nobles didn't really care too much about his methods, only his results. In pertaining to what we should do, I do think we need to give the nobles something, some type of information of some kind to show that we are, doing the job that they hired us to do and not pissing them off.
I mean, also, we are only like a day into said job. We don't need to deliver anything right away.
It's only been that short.
I mean, yeah, we talked to them this morning.
Yeah.
Huh.
You guys have been in the city for barely 2 days.
We have time. We don't need to worry about that quite yet.
Okay. Yeah. Well, sorry. You know how I am, time and stuff.
Right.
I guess if it's only been a day, then it's kind of fine. But we should still have something in our back pocket just in case they ask.
What are we supposed to bring them, a toe?
That could work.
We're not getting them a toe. Unless you have a spare toe to offer, in which case I have several questions. But I think we gotta bring something other than a body part. I hope we're on the same page on that.
What are you about to ask?
Like just with how we discussed how my trailer works. Would I have a toe?
Yeah, you've got a spare toe.
What? I do.
Yeah, you have 10 of them. They're on Beatrice.
I don't have spare toes. That I'm.
Oh, bring someone back from the dead. That's okay, but take a toe off the dead body. That's too far.
I mean,
it's bringing them back to life.
I mean, if she's missing one toe.
as much as it pains us.
Well, okay, I don't actually know why we're talking about this at
Yeah,
all. What's
yeah.
bringing a toe going to do?
This is Wannabe Heroes, The Big Lebowski.
I did watch Big Lebowski lately.
Of course.
Great movie. Moving on.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that why we want to make contact with rebels, so rebels can start feeding us false information to feed to the nobles?
Fair enough. Fair enough. On that, what's our plan for contacting the rebels?
Oh, well, we might have made headway with the night job, but also Kieran has a little letter, and yes.
Yeah, as Kieran put it, we have a foot and a toe in the door.
I don't know why toes are coming up a lot. I swear to Christ, I don't know why.
Rule of threes, new joke.
Improv.
We have a. Nah, I'm out of.
Unless
But yes, I do.
Kieran's got a toe thing.
Oh my god.
And that was
I
the
just keep
third
toes in
time.
mugs, like. Doesn't hurt.
Okay, anyway.
Anyways, sorry. Back on track. I do have a letter written up to get the rebels to meet us.
Okay. Can I see it?
Sure. He's going to hand an envelope that has not yet been sealed with the red wax and the red rising sun yet, but it reads out, "We've been hired by the nobles to crush the rebellion. However, we were forced into employment by way of threatening our lives and killing one of our own. If you want to meet and find more friendly faces, leave a lit candle behind a closed window after midnight." And then sealed with the red rising sun. We can give this to them at any point, but we need to find a way to get it to them to make sure it gets to the right person. From what I could tell the last time I was there, before I got kicked out, I don't think the bartender knows what's going on, but I know that the dwarf that was handing out letters in the street, they are absolutely a part of it, if not a key player. So as long as we have that seal, I think that letter's going to get to him no matter what.
Great.
I might have to come clean about, stealing and shit.
Oh yeah, that. Hope that goes over well.
I can apologize pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Piero?
I was just gonna offer. I could potentially try and teleport the letter inside.
I mean, I can drop it off in a different place.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like teleporting it in might be a bit conspicuous.
Socks could drop it off.
Socks could be a letter.
Yeah, he could, and then he could run away if they don't like it.
Could socks could you be a letter and have like writing on you and it wouldn't change? Let's try it.
Oh boy.
Someone give me a quill.
Pops
socks
off
and-
your belt and slowly changes into a sheet of parchment. There's no writing on it.
Here's a
You can change into the sheet of parchment.
here's a quill.
Okay, she's gonna. I don't think Cricket can read or write,
Oh,
so she's just gonna like draw like a smiley face. Does it stay?
It does. But you holding it, you can note, you try and fold it up into the letter, and it's a little squishier than a normal piece of paper.
Well, I think this is a great plan.
let's call it Plan C.
Okay, for cricket.
And then I would say, just given how mimics work, you can, as you're holding it, you're used to it, but they're your fingers stick to it just a little bit. It's like a little soda was spilt on it. It's just because mimics are sticky.
Sticky mimic.
Alright. Well, I mean, we could deliver the letter in the morning, check that evening to see if there's anything there, and wait to hear back from your guy.
Yep.
Start off with that and maybe look into more things tomorrow.
That sounds good to me. Speaking of just things for tomorrow, do we want to find out more about the nobles?
Yes.
Do we want to or should we?
I feel like we should.
Okay, then yes.
I agree that we should get more information on the nobles, but how are we going to get more information on the nobles?
There's a library in this town, isn't there?
Yes, but going in and asking people specifically about the nobles and investigating about the nobles.
We're just trying to find out more about the history of the town up here on.
Well, what do we want to know about the Knolls? Do we want to know the birthplace, allergies, sleep schedule, greatest fears?
I feel like
What's
that won't be at the
what reason
library.
for school here?
How susceptible to poison are they?
Where can we buy purple worm poison?
In another campaign.
Alright, so that idea's out of the picture. Honestly, probably the rebellion's best place where we can get more information on the nobles. So, we'll have to table that for now.
Okay.
So how are we going to deliver this letter tomorrow then? Serenity, do you feel comfortable doing it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not allowed back in.
No, I do not mind. If it is the same schedule all the time, then I think the gnome guy is the morning dude. And if he is, then he'll be there in the morning. Most likely, maybe. I don't know.
Alright, well, if that works for everyone else, I can seal this envelope up.
Do it.
Yeah. Where are you going to drop off the envelope, specifically in the building?
I would put it at the bar and leave it for the dude.
Okay.
If that works for everyone, I'm going to seal this.
Fine by me.
Do what you will.
He's gonna heat up the stamp over a candle and then melt a bit of wax onto it and then just punch it in and let it cool.
You've got a red seal, a large sun on top of this envelope now.
I am going to go to bed now.
Alright. How many beds do we have? I got the two.
You got 2 beds.
I got the two
Yeah.
bed.
And Serenity is taking up
One.
one.
Alright. I will be going to bed as well. I am taking one of the beds.
Socks turns into a bedroll. Cricket's good.
Yeah. He can turn into large things, so yeah.
Well,
But
she's
he's
technically small.
also true. But he's still gonna be a little sticky.
That's okay. She's used to it. Like you
Yeah.
said, she's used to it.
It's kind of like that feeling when you're in a movie theater and your shoes are like stuck to the ground. Like,
Oh.
Except your entire bed is that.
No.
It's just cozy. They're snuggling.
Slowly dissolving her.
Piron's just gonna find himself like a little nook he can cram into and start just making like he's gonna spend the first like 4 hours of his rest just making some more notes on stuff about like spells and like working on his magic, and then the other 4 he'll spend meditating, but just quietly in a corner with his back to everyone.
Yes. I guess it works out that half of you don't actually need to sleep.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was just thinking
Yeah,
that.
who actually has to sleep?
Me?
Me.
I think I do, because
You need like the elves need meditation, so you need to be.
I'm half elf
active.
though, so
Oh no, yeah, half.
So,
elf.
yeah, I
Yes,
am-
You need sleep.
I need sleep.
Okay, so other half doesn't.
Yeah,
Need sleep.
those two don't need sleep
Yeah.
because they're the full elves.
Yes.
nerds.
Well, technically, I'm a mix
Whoa.
of 2 different elves.
All right.
Technically half human.
So that's everything you guys are doing for the night.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Okay. Well then, you all settle in for the evening, and the night passes. You guys
Nobody with them.
sleep rather easily. And after your time either sleeping or meditating, slowly the sun rises over the city, and you all wake up the next day. You can already hear a little bit of movement in the tavern below. You can hear quite a lot of noise coming from the street, just people moving about quickly. Nothing new, just the usual bustle of the city. And with that, the place is yours.
First thing in the morning, Kieran is going to hand the letter to Serenity. Be very careful with this.
Okay.
Maybe just keep it in a pocket, really close to you that no one can steal from. And
I was just going to walk, the like 2 minutes over to the other tavern and drop it off. But yeah.
but
Don't
go
lose
do
them on the
Serenity
way.
things.
What does that mean?
Go do your magic. That's really cool that I'm jealous of.
Okay. Cool.
Speaking of magic, Apiron, do we gotta go back to that store?
Yeah, I was thinking we could maybe walk with Serenity a bit and then veer off.
Oh,
Oh no, we
okay.
don't want to look like we know each other.
Fair enough. So, Cricket, you want to go to the magic store?
Yes, please.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so Apiron's just gonna get his spell stuff for the cantrip sapping sting and the gift of alacrity first level spell and take it on over.
And Serenity will change and leave the tavern as well and head towards the White Lily.
Okay. And you're casting Disguise Self, or like the...
Yeah, my furball disguise stuff,
Right,
so
okay.
I'm normal height now.
Okay. What's the look you're going for?
Oh, she's gonna look so cool. So she wants to be like a short, not short. She can't. I can change it up to like 3 feet, I think, with the furball trait. So she's gonna be like a human height, but she wants to look like. She wants to have like a big scar running down the entirety of her face, and she's gonna have like tattoos all over her arms and like 2 gold teeth, no hair.
So just Delaney.
Yeah. Like earrings, nose piercings, just ratty clothing, but like an easy face to remember where you're like, oh, that's a person.
That's a person.
Okay.
Me looking in the mirror. That's a person.
That sure is a human.
Yeah, very human quality. Not a Florbolg.
Okay. Alright, then you shift into that form, and make your way out of the tavern. The 2 of you make your way out separately. What would Kyrian and Drareth be up to? Would you guys just be hanging out?
You want to play Uno?
I mean, do you want to go gamble?
What's the difference?
No, I shouldn't.
Okay. Guess we're playing card games.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna like. You want to just like chill in like the tavern and play cards and like day drink a little bit?
Aww.
You know, that sounds good. That sounds nice.
That sounds
Deal.
like
Let's
fun.
do that.
All right. So as you all split up, we're gonna start with Serenity. So you make your way winding through the streets, following your path back towards the White Lily. It takes you a few minutes, and it's still somewhat early in the morning, so there are crowds to push through, and you're kind of put off by the illusion because your size is pushing through these people, but you
Yeah.
don't appear to be. But slowly you make your way around and return to the front door of the White Lily, where peering through the windows you can see at the moment the main floor is empty beyond the dwarven figure at the counter.
Cool. She's super confidently gonna open the door, walk in like she owns the place.
All right. The figure just looks up and is just arranging glasses and setting things for the day. Turns back. Morning. You're welcome to take a seat wherever you like. If you need any help, let me know.
And she's gonna sit at the bar and just kind of look at him uncomfortably.
Oh my
He
god.
now turns back and faces you. All right. What can I get you?
Just gonna pull out a silver.
Anything in particular, or?
She'll shake her head.
All right, you're just getting ale then.
She'll nod.
He grabs the silver, walks back, and pours you a sizable tankard. Slams it on the table. Right, enjoy.
She'll hold it, and under the tankard, she's gonna place the letter. She's not gonna drink from the tankard. She's just gonna place it there, and then when he's not looking, she's gonna get up and try to leave.
Like, are you putting the letter when he's not looking?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
Ooh.
Or sleight of hand if you're you can choose if you're proficient in either.
Well, those are the same, but that's 18, so 23.
Wow.
23, nice.
He's dexterous.
Yeah.
Okay. You turn back, or you sit in the chair as he turns back. I'm sorry. And you're waiting for a
Sorry,
moment.
that's just a 20, not a 21. My bad.
Not a 23. You mean that's what you said?
Yo, shit. Sorry. It's 18, and I thought it was plus 3. But no, it's 18. Is plus. It's 20.
Okay. Excellent.
I was like, I'm not that dexterous.
That good to know.
I don't know. Does that change things?
So as you are there, you lift the drink, and you can notice that while he seems calm and just kind of going about his business, he doesn't look away much. Like he's facing you consistently, and just trying to keep you in line of sight as he works, and which is not odd given you're the only person in the bar.
Yeah.
But as you look away and you set the letter down, what's your passive perception again?
My passive perception is right there, 18.
Then you can definitely notice that he is still eyeing you, even when he turns away, but you can see just the glance in him.
Interesting.
Where you
okay.
can see the side eye. You can just pick up he is noticing what you're doing. Are you just going to get up and try and rush out?
I think she's
Gotta
gonna
go.
put the letter under the tankard, stand up, and walk to the door. But as soon as she gets through the door, run down a corner so she can change.
Okay.
Really good.
That's the plan, at least.
All right.
Why did
I
none
would
of
say,
us go with her?
Once you get up, you probably get about 5 feet towards the door, and you can hear him like push the glass and pick up the letter. And you
Walking
just,
a bit more.
Oi, you there! Just wait the fuck up! And you like he pushes past the
Okay,
the
he's
ball.
got little legs.
He's
Go,
like,
Delaney.
Go.
You're just running.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh!
He runs out into the street after you. Given your size, yes, you are able to. If you're just full sprint, you're
Yeah,
able
I'm
to
gonna
get
like
away
sprint,
quicker.
push through the crowd, go down an alleyway, go down a different alleyway.
Okay. Well, give me. I'll say. I want to say survival, as this is you are like trying to find. Or.
No, survival sounds great. Let's do survival.
It's either survival or insight.
Either is great.
Yeah.
Either is the
I'm gonna
same.
say insight as you're trying to read the way the paths are going, trying to get away. Because you're not hiding, you're trying to look for a good route.
Is that a 1?
Well, that's a
Any-
3 plus 8, so 11.
Okay. You run through the alleys for a bit, like just weaving through crowds, pushing through people, darting down alleys. You run for maybe another 5 minutes, and you keep looking back, and he is still there. And he is very, he looks very concerned.
Now we rob the White Lily.
Would you just keep running? Or,
Yeah,
like,
Serenity's-
he is shouting after you.
Serenity's just gonna keep going.
Okay.
She's got pretty good stamina.
You're just running.
Yeah.
Okay. Eventually, like through your roll, you're winding through alleys and you start like bumping into people and finding denser crowds, and he gains on you pretty quick at this point. He seems to know the streets very well. And eventually, after maybe another 5 minutes of running, he gets within arm's reach. He's reaching out to you, and there's a moment where he reaches for your illusion and like slaps your back because you are much larger than you appear. So he hits you, but doesn't actually grab the illusion and just looks confused for a moment.
Serenity will turn around, face him.
He holds up the letter and just... Do we need to have a chat?
This went like absolutely backwards how we wanted it to.
He looks you... Like, to be fair, he's looking at the illusion in the eye. So really he's looking at you like in the chest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My eyes are up here.
Yeah, I was up there, buddy.
And with his height, he's looking like up on the... You are like 4 feet taller than this man. Normally.
To shock when she transforms.
So he still just holds the letter up and now like just crumples it a bit in his hand to cover the seal. You either come back with me and we'll have a friendly chat, or I never see your fucking face again. And this gets shredded.
Ooh.
Okay.
I like watching Jake react.
Serenity at that point. Oh.
Ew.
That's a toughie. Dumb choice, smart choice.
He looks again and just... It seems like some kind of threat, and I'm not taking that lightly. You seem to know what's going on. I'm not taking chances.
Serenity is going to. Are we in an alleyway? Or
You're
are we...
like on the side of a road.
Okay, so there's like people around.
Yeah, he is close up and like keeping it quiet. That's why he's like covered the seal.
She's gonna and kind of like tilt her head towards like an alleyway, as in the follow me kind of thing, and take a step and see what he does.
As you tilt, he like notices, and he will like pull his vest back and show that he's got a short sword on his hip, just like to make it clear.
The illusion will roll their eyes and continue.
And he'll follow.
Okay. When she's in an alleyway, she'll. Oh God, what am I doing?
Like the second you're in the alley and out of the earshot of people, he just like while you're walking, just Alright, you fucker, I want to know where you found this and what you want.
She's gonna drop the illusion. So growth, basically 2 to 3 feet.
He like backs up and just grabs the handle of the short sword, doesn't unsheath it, just oh fuck, okay.
Big lady.
Turn around, like tower over him, and I am trying to intimidate him, and she's just gonna be like, read the letter. Not here, not now, but you want to read it.
Give me an intimidation roll.
Ooh.
Oh god, terrible rolls today. That's an 8 plus intimidation. My charisma is -1.
Okay.
Can I use strength to intimidate, or is it?
If that's what you're going like, if
Yeah,
you're-
I'm going
if
for
you're-
size.
Okay, then yes, you can use strength.
Okay, so then that's still only +3, so 11.
Okay.
Dice check.
He looks up at you, just like grips the sword tighter. If you think size is gonna win you this, you are sorely mistaken.
I don't know what exactly I'm trying to win. Read the letter. And she's gonna try to walk away.
Where did you fucking get this?
She's gonna continue to walk away.
Just hear, fucking. And he like tears open the letter, right? You can hear the paper tearing open.
That's fine. When she turns the corner, because I really want to know, she's gonna is it like alleyway back into a street?
Yeah.
Shit. She'll just turn the corner and kind of wait there.
Okay. You wait for a few seconds. Are you like listening or are you just waiting?
Listening, yeah.
Give me a perception roll.
Fine, there we go. Perception is 14 plus 8. So
Okay.
22.
You hear a little bit of mumbling in the alley. Sounds like he's reading the letter to himself.
Great.
Sounding out the words.
Mission complete.
And then, what the fuck? And you can hear him running back down the alley towards where you left. And that's where we're gonna swap. We're gonna hop over to.
Meanwhile,
La 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 la
Meanwhile,
la
we're gonna
la
hop
la
over
la.
to Apiron and Cricket, making your way through the alley or the city as you have just split off from Serenity. The city is as busy as it ever was. Pushing your way towards the market, you can see a lot of crowds building, a lot of like new merchants set up and different stalls built, seemingly set up overnight. But you do see the familiar, the same stand you've been going back to, the armory.
Yes. And the guy's name's Wester, right?
My bad. Yes, Wester. That's I said the name of a different place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I heard
no,
Wesker and got scared.
No, Wester is. Yes, Wester's got a different stand.
I'm just gonna wave hello to him with Cricket in tow.
Oh, you came back again. Wonderful.
Yes. Hopefully, this time we can actually get some business done.
Actually got the product this time?
Yes, and he pulls up
Even
the notes.
Better. Alright,
Yes.
this is going lovely. So what you got for me?
Well, I got two spells here for you. One of them is it's a cantrip.
Right.
Which,
Mind if I take a look at them?
yes, and I'm just going to hand over the stuff for a gift of alacrity and sapping sting.
Okay. He takes both the rolls of parchment and just rolls them out on a table, like sets some small stones on them just to have them out. And looks over very carefully, just interesting. I haven't seen anything like these before.
Oh, yes, it's my own. It's a new configuration of conjuration magic. You could say.
I can see that. You got some interesting techniques here. Very unique.
Yes.
Ah.
I can assure you, as far as I am aware, won't find anything like this anywhere. I've only ever, actually no, I'm the only person who's ever been to the places which is required in order to be able to do this magics.
Oh. Well, fancy traveler bringing very exotic wares in. All right.
Yes.
Well, were you looking to just sell these two, or are you hoping to bring more and let me reproduce these?
Well, yes. The plan was hopefully to have you reproduce these spells which you have over here, and just maybe reimburse me for the cost of the materials needed for creating the spells, as well as some. And then we can discuss whether or not you'll outright buy necessarily the right to reproduce these spells as you see fit, or if we want to work on a royalty basis.
Well, you certainly have thought this through.
Yes, I want to be as amicable to a new business partner as possible.
Fair enough. Who's this friend you brought?
Hi.
They part of the deal?
What?
What?
She puts her hands on her hips.
That's not what I mean. I mean, are you part of making the deal?
Oh no, I'm just hanging out with them today.
Unless you got anything to sell.
No.
Right then.
See her as my emotional support.
Be very careful with what words you say next to Piran.
Small elvish person.
Emotional support, small elvish person. She has a vest in everything.
Yeah. All right. Never heard of one of those, but sure.
Yes. I'm a bit of a nervous person, so it's good to have somebody with me, and he's just gonna put his hand very awkwardly on top of Cricket's head.
Just smack it away.
Yes. Sorry.
You know better.
Yes, I was gonna turn to Cricket completely. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do something here.
Yeah, no, do your thing.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Hello again.
Yes.
So, you looking... Seems like you're looking to make this a long-lasting partnership.
Yes.
I can offer you, looking at these, you let me hold on to them. I'll sell these ones as best I can, if I can. I'll give you 100 gold for the both of them, and 100 gold just to cover the cost of making it.
Yes, that is a very fair offer. Let me just discuss it with my my friend here, just to make sure I'm in the right track of mind with everything.
Ever since he said 100 gold, Cricket has just been like eyes as wide as they go, like looking at you to make like eye contact, just like.
And Piran's just gonna like step in front of her, make sure that Wester can't see her do that necessarily at that point.
You roll a very poor deception check. You can see there's like a look of like, fuck. Once your eyes light up, it's like, I should have gone lower.
Okay. So let's try and play this cool. That's a lot of money. We're gonna.
Cricket's gonna like do like thumbs up, like both thumbs up in the up.
Okay.
Gesture
up,
like
up.
not thumbs up as good, thumbs up as in let's see if we can go higher.
Okay. I'll see if I can try something. Okay. Good. And he's just gonna like look to you, go to like be like high five, be like no, not yet. Later.
She'll like even swing, but she'll like miss.
Yeah. He's already turned around and starts talking to the guy. So, yes, 200 gold is a very fair offer for these items. However, with the nature of the spells and how kind of new this type of magics is,
And how hard it is to acquire these things.
Incredibly, it took me almost I'm not really much aware of how long it was, but it felt like a couple decades to figure this out.
Well,
Yes.
couple decades.
We're
alright.
talking life's work.
Yes.
And you're selling it away that easily. Alright.
Well,
Who am I to judge?
I have a large repository of more spells of this kind, which I would very much like to discuss in the future with you, on how to work with these. But with the nature of these spells, if we can maybe negotiate sort of a stipend in order to ensure that these spells don't get leaked to someone who might want to, get in on our business in any way, shape, or form.
Give me a persuasion roll, and I'll say it can either be at advantage with Cricket, or you can each roll one.
Let's each roll one, if that's okay.
Yeah, what is it? Persuasion?
Yeah,
Okay, that's perception.
not perception.
Yeah.
Piron's trying his best to seem as well put together, and is that cocked? Went against the other guy.
It doesn't look like it. Okay.
Put the dice on it. Okay, yeah, that's good. So that is a persuasion. That is going to be a 14.
Okay.
6.
Okay.
Dream team here.
Yeah.
The most charismatic. He looks at both of you. There's a little bit of a smile. Well, with the difficulty of all of it, how about this? I can assure you that I won't reproduce these ones. I'll sell them as is to the highest bidder. I'm not going to be picky about who it goes to, unfortunately. That's just business.
Yes.
You keep bringing me more, my prices can go up. We'll see how this one does, but I can offer you 220 for the two.
That is fair, and in good graces for us continuing our partnership. I'll agree to that. Thank you.
All right.
And he's going to very limply stick out his hand for
Not
a.
the limp
He
hand.
aggressively grabs your hand.
It's loose. It's like a wet fish.
Oh.
He shakes it, but there's no change in expression. He barely acknowledges that, and turns to you, Cricket, and has the hand out still, if you care.
She'll go a little slap, good firm business handshake as much as her little arms can do.
I mean, you're this guy's a halfling, so you're both the same size.
Oh, cute.
Very short.
So it's like a regular handshake for
Yeah.
her.
Aww.
Not the one finger around the whole, all of her hand.
So yeah, he shakes your hand. All right. Well, let me gather the coin for you, and yes. Depending on how these ones sell, we gotta gauge the market. But if it's favorable, I would love to have repeat business. So I'll keep you in mind.
Wonderful. Thank you. And for that extra 20 gold, would you be able to just put them over in ink and paper supplies as well? Just so I can reproduce these spells for the future.
Certainly, if that's what you want.
Yes, thank you.
So he counts out. So I'm offering you the extra 100 as the cost of creating these spells. Do you want me to just give you 100 gold worth of ink and supplies?
Yes, sure. That could work. That could work wonderfully. This was
Cricket's
just
what?
that was more in sense of just replacing it for my own personal spell book. But yes, I can go for that. Thank you.
Very well. Puts half of the gold back.
Yes.
Cricket's reaches for it as he puts it
so-
away.
He will give you 100 gold worth of magical ink and parchment, and then 120 gold pieces in this large bag, and it's like a bundle of the supplies.
Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure doing business with you. And he's just gonna pick up the heavy bag of gold.
Yes, you to enjoy.
Yes.
And he'll flick you one gold coin.
Woo!
Cricket. It's just it was nice to meet you. I hope can see more in the future.
Yes, yes.
She will catch it crocodile style, with
Right.
both hands,
It's
pancake.
a loud slap
Yep.
in the market. Okay.
And she'll put it in her pocket,
And with
not
that,
her socks.
Oh,
Your socket.
he opens it up a bit as you
Nope.
get close.
He is kind of my coin purse.
Apiron also wanted to give Cricket 10 gold pieces as help for him
Okay.
doing
My
the thing.
goodness, she made a profit today.
That's more than she made.
Hey, no, your family paid her.
Did they?
Yeah, I think so. Would they not?
Yeah.
You were probably given an allowance, and then your living was free,
Yeah.
basically. Okay. As those two head off in the market, I will ask: do Drarith and Kyrian have anything they want to do? Just.
So, Kyrian, quick question for you.
They're day drinking.
Quick answer. Yeah, quick. I'm already day drunk. Quick answer.
Alright, so Serenity's dropping off the letter, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, right! There are people here.
Yeah. Letter.
Yeah, never mind, but yeah. What if they just lean and whisper? What if they take it as a threat?
Oh, that would be a problem now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that would be.
Uno.
Pick up 4.
Yeah.
I've been hanging on to that one.
Right. Nope. Okay, good. Got it.
All right. Is that all from you two?
Yeah.
High adventure. Uno.
All right.
We're playing Fantasy Uno.
That's important. Okay, then as you two continue your day drinking and cards,
We have established the Unoverse.
is that what we are now?
Hey, Uno.
Keep
is
using
one
these
sponsor.
brand names if they haven't sponsored us yet, guys.
They're playing one.
Fine. Yeah, we're playing singular.
Okay, then back over to Serenity. You see, as you are waiting on the edge of the alleyway, the dwarven figure rush out to the edge and just now is looking around for where you are.
She's just standing there with her back against the wall.
Yeah, he looks really quickly and around past you a few times, and then just stops and looks up at you.
She's gonna wave.
Oh, I thought you'd handle this a lot differently.
Me too.
So, maybe we can cut this messaging and the secret window science.
It was so cool, though.
As
It's okay,
fun as it
Jake.
might be, now that we've got this face to face, might be easier.
I suppose this is not exactly how this was supposed to go. Yes, I guess we could just talk. I suppose.
Well, if you're feeling a little uncomfortable about that, then certainly, if that's what you want, I'll put a candle in the window tonight.
No, I
You
mean,
can come by.
I don't need you to uphold any illusion. Clearly, I fucked up. We can just talk like normal people. Yes.
You don't do this much, do you?
No, I do not. This is not. No, I don't. I do
Oh.
not like this.
Well, you're lucky, because I'm usually the one that starts the fighting rather than the talking.
Oh,
So,
well, we could do that. I'm a lot better at that.
play things the way you want it. I'll put a candle in the window. You bring these friendly faces of yours. We can chat tonight. I'll bring some friendly faces of mine.
Oh my gosh, we got a date.
Serenity's gonna lean down. He's gonna be like, okay,
You
since
don't need to patronize me.
no, I
How to talk to short people.
Since we are keeping up this illusion, can we not let my friendly faces know that I fucked this up?
Persuasion roll. Is there a pity roll?
that's an 18 plus persuasion, which is -1, so 17.
That's a pity roll.
He's just fine. But I'm telling my friends.
That-
that
that-
you fucked up.
That's fine. I don't care about that. Just don't let them know, please.
All right. Well, You arrange what you need to. When I've got the since you know so well of where I'm at, when I've got the place clear, I'll put the signal that you asked for.
Cool. Great. Good
And
talk.
you better bring some better points than what you got now.
I'm not the talker. Someone else will do all that.
That's good. And I'm not going to be so friendly if it doesn't go so well.
Great. Good. Good to know.
She's gonna like awkwardly back out of the conversation, but not turn her back yet, but like walk down the street a little bit. Finger guns.
He like watches you leave for a little bit. Just keeps an eye on you.
She's also like just kind of walking backwards, but doesn't want to bump into anyone.
Okay. As you like slowly merge with the crowd, you can see. Actually, you can't. You just like as people walk in between you and like pass by both of you, he just
Disappears.
fades into the crowd.
Of course he does. That's fine.
All right.
Great! Mission accomplished.
At this point, Cricket and Apiron, you see Serenity
Hi,
awkwardly
Serenity!
standing in the street. Just like in the middle of the road, people are walking past her. Like, it's not hard to see her. She's at least 2 feet taller than everyone in the city.
Cricket waves.
Hi, Cricket.
How'd it go?
Oh, I think it went so well. I decided to go for a morning walk afterwards.
Nice.
Yes, it's beautiful out this morning. I love walking in crowded streets.
I made 11 gold.
Oh, damn, that's very good.
I know.
She did very well today. She's very good at negotiating.
Did you only get 11 gold?
No, I got 220 gold pieces for my spells.
That sounds like a lot.
It's not that much. I could burn through that pretty quickly if I used the right spells. Yeah, no, it went well.
His whole spells thing sounds like a very expensive hobby.
Well, one of my spells literally needs me to feed gold to it for it to work, so it kind of sucks.
That does. Why would you do that?
Because it's a really good spell. I can make stuff not move. Like, just, boom, doesn't move.
I can also make stuff not move. You just don't move it.
No, but like, I can like, hold like a stick in the air, and then I can cast a spell on the stick, sprinkle some gold all over it, and then boom, the stick stays in the air. And then you can hang up to like a couple thousand pounds off of it.
You
For
know
how
what
long?
else you could hang a couple thousand pounds off of?
What?
A really big tree.
But what if we don't have a really big tree?
I mean, I suppose, but why would you want to go somewhere where there isn't a big tree?
And we continue walking down the street.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, as Serenity kind of walks away, he's like, what? It just like follows after her, like contemplating to himself.
Wait, for how long?
She kind of runs, scurries after them.
Nice. Okay. You guys make your way quickly back through the streets and back over to I keep forgetting the name. The
Whispering Tankard. Yeah,
Yes.
I got it. Not the drunken tavern.
I got like 700 different tavern names that you guys have
Fancy
visited
tavern
in
generator.
Other campaigns that
The
I
dragon
covered.
flagon.
Anyway, you guys make your way back, and you find you've only been gone for like maybe an hour or so, and Kyrian and Drayrith are in the main hall.
I'm not
Are you guys playing one?
Wait, we need to roll to see who won one.
Alright, straight D20.
Straight D20.
Go fuck yourself. 2.
I think that's a nat 20. No, that's 17.
So
You guys just walk in and like Kyrian has basically most of the deck.
oh, I thought you were rolling for how many cards you had.
Oh no, we were rolling to see who won.
Okay, then you rolled you have what the other person.
Yeah, you have 17 cards. I have 2.
cards right now.
Yeah, they walk in. I'm like 1.
I don't like this game anymore.
That's how it goes.
Oh, hey guys! Oh, sorry, I guess we will never know who the winner is. Oh, what a shame.
I
He
play
just
winner!
throws the cards off the table.
No!
It's like a waitress walking by and just
Done.
jumps
Sorry.
out of the way.
Piron's gonna turn to the waitress. and just say, hey, could I please get your best, lowest shelf liqueur for shots for all of us? Celebrating today.
Oh my god, who are you, my dad?
So you want the cheapest and the strongest?
Well, yes, the best bottom shelf liquor you
Best
have.
of the bottom. Okay.
Yes.
I can find you something.
Thank you, thank you.
Wait,
yes.
up here on spending money? What's happening here?
I made 11 gold.
Good for you, Cricket. I'm proud.
No.
And to confirm, you want the bottle or do you just want a round for your table?
You know what? I'm feeling pretty good today. I'll take the bottle.
Alright.
Remember, this is the expensive bar.
For what we've got, one bottle looking on the bottom shelf. Let's say 4 gold pieces.
I'll just take a round for everyone then.
Alright, then it'll,
6.
6? Alright, 6. A gold for the table.
That'll do. And he takes out the gold and very proudly hands it over to her.
Alright. She walks away for a moment and comes back like 5 minutes later with this very simple, like just clear glass bottle. Looks like it's got kind of this like a purple tinted like liquid in there. And she pours out the shots and sets the tray. Just, if you want the rest, we have it open now for you.
Thank you. And he's gonna look to the group and he's like, to making some money today, guys.
How much money did you make up here on?
I made, excluding, Cricket's, payment, I made around, 110 gold pieces, of just, regular cash flow, and then I got another 100 gold pieces worth of magical material on top of that.
Alright, that's good. That's worth drinking to.
It's a fantastic day today.
Cricket takes
And
one.
I won at 1.
The other one goes to Socks.
Sox just eats the entire glass.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
We're gonna have to pay for that.
Like the cracking of the glass. He's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Serenity knows that like alcohol's not great for animals, right?
I mean,
Technically,
probably.
Socks isn't an animal.
He's a monstrosity.
He's a monstrosity.
Also, animals,
And also my best friend.
Sounds so much better.
in nature, animals do often get drunk by eating fermented fruit.
Yes,
Some
but
animals do.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good thing for an ant. Anyways, shit.
You know that alcohol is not good for animals as much as it's not good for normal people.
Great.
Like, it's not. Alcohol isn't good.
Well, Justin.
It's not good for you in general. Like, there's no. But it's
I
not gonna kill you.
Your liver would like to know your
It's not
location.
gonna immediately.
Hey, horses have beer sometimes.
What?
Do they?
It helps them sweat.
Oh,
It helps me sweat too.
I don't drink beer.
Is there like a specific brand for horses, like horse beer?
I actually don't know. I just know that sometimes if a horse struggles with, like, if a horse doesn't sweat enough, then your vet will, like, hey, give him a beer a day. And then there's, like, videos of, like, horses shotgunning beers. It's funny.
And that's Allie's horse fact of the day.
Yep. That's what I'm here for.
I want to see that. But anyway,
I
so
can
you guys
show
are
you.
in the tavern. What do you guys want to do? You're having drinks and you're chatting.
I'm gonna look over to Kieran, where his Kieran, you don't drink, right?
No, he does not.
He's gonna look over
When I
to.
said they drink, I meant tea for him.
He's just gonna look over to like Kieran's like touch shop and just be like, "Hey, you gonna drink that?"
No, I'm good. I don't drink.
Well, I'll take it then. And he just knocks it back. And then he's gonna go up to the bar and get the bottle.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Dropping the other 3 gold.
How
then.
good is it?
It's
How
so early
good
in the
is it?
day.
It's like it's.
Yeah, we woke up at
pretty
dawn,
strong.
didn't we?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
Do
Like,
I have? I can't even. I don't even have lesser restoration.
No, it's a little bitter. It's got like kind of a. What is like a cranberry almost.
Ooh.
But not like cranberry in a mixed drink. It's just like very bitter fermented cranberry almost.
Like in Portugal.
So it's not bad, but it's got a kick.
Yeah, it's not something you would. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Probably
you'll
not something you would chug straight, but like there's a burn after the shot.
Yeah, he'll meekly walk over to the bar and just say, "Yeah, I'll take the bottle, thank you."
And she pulls out the rest of it. Wonderful. Well, hope you enjoy it.
So that's an extra 3 gold down.
Yes. Already, you get a little bit of money. You spend all of it.
Yes. That's the jock move. I'm living through my characters.
Everything went smoothly, Serenity?
Oh yeah, very very smooth, no problem. There's going to be a candle in the window not tonight, I can tell.
Insight check.
Yeah, that's a bit suspicious. Let's go.
Cricket trusts her.
Don't be suspicious.
Oh, hey! Well, that's a 19 plus deception, so 18.
What are you?
Okay.
Now I get all the good rolls. God.
Who's
Well-
inciting?
That's a 9, so I believe her.
Yeah.
Even with advantage, I rolled 16.
Wow.
So
Wow.
she seems pretty confident. She's pretty no hesitation.
On super smooth, everything went well.
Yeah.
Good job, Serenity.
Well, of course. If I could not do a simple job like this, why would I be here?
I mean, that's not really a simple job. It would be very intimidating going in there, I'd say.
Oh, no, it's super, super easy. I'm very good at this stuff. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you did a good job then, and you should have a higher self-confidence since you did such a good job.
I do. I think I'm great, and I'm good at all of these things.
So, are they putting the candle in the window tonight? Are we doing that tomorrow? What are we doing for the rest of the day?
Well, we would want to wait for the candle tonight because we gave the candle letter this morning.
Did they already read it?
Yeah, I think so, probably. Who knows?
We should probably go the next couple nights,
Yeah.
including tonight, just to
Including
be safe.
tonight, yes.
But
definitely.
should I go?
Should we all go? I thought we were all going.
I think for safety, we should probably all go.
All right.
Just so we have each other's backs in case they could not like the fact that we have their symbol.
Yeah, we should probably return that.
Yeah, we'll do it all tonight. Maybe tonight, who knows?
I mean, I could use it for just like 1 or 2 more days.
Okay.
I feel like they're gonna demand that back. 'Cause
Well,
we did kind
And
of.
they'll get it back. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it forever or anything like that. They will get it back.
Yes.
I just need a couple more days with it.
They might want it back when we meet with them. Maybe.
Well, how about if they ask for it, we give it back, and if they don't, then we don't.
Okay.
Good
Nobody
plan.
say anything about me borrowing it.
Oh, don't worry. I won't say anything at all.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, who's going to do the talking?
Not it.
Not it.
Kyrian?
When did we start doing the finger on the nose thing?
Right now,
Oh,
when I said
fuck.
not it.
A little bit of the belt stretches out and taps Sox's face.
Oh, you treacherous little shit. All right. Yeah, I guess I should talk, considering I'm the one who's borrowed from them without asking. For a good cause, I think we can all agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose.
You're sure gonna get the message across.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be very excited to read that letter.
Alright, so. Afternoon plans? Because I'm probably just gonna go gambling, see if I can find some more work or something.
I might go do some research. Try and track down the library maybe.
That's a good idea.
Well, I mean, if we don't exactly have anything we want to do till tonight, I might get out of the city for a bit, if that is okay.
just want to be clear, are we expecting Viren to follow any one of us specifically? Because if we're alone with Viren... Sorry, I thought that silence just was implicit.
Oh. I think we should definitely try and make sure that there is no way for Viren to follow us. So I think if we all go off and do our separate things for today, and just keep it relatively low key, we can maybe throw him off of our track a bit, and then tonight we meet at a specific location. Maybe the building across from the Lily.
Mm-hmm.
We can meet either back there, or maybe on the roof. Maybe if we can get to the roof, if possible.
I mean, if we all just want to clock each other in the same area, we don't need to all group up. We could just all keep an eye on the window from different distances.
Yes, that works. And if the candle is on, that means that we are invited in to talk to them, or that we will contact them again. What's the context behind that?
I feel like it means we're invited in. How did you phrase the letter again? It was put a candle in the window and we'll know, something like that.
If you want to meet and find more friendly faces, leave a lit candle behind a closed window after midnight. So if there is a lit candle behind a closed window, that means that we are invited in. It is okay. The meeting is on.
Great.
Okay. Be well rested, and ready for battle if necessary. If this could be they could be setting us up if they're trying to meet with us to maybe get rid of us.
But we're trying to help.
They might see us as a threat too, and we did openly admit that we are working for the nobility and the letters. So
they know why.
They know why, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they'll trust us.
Yeah, it's good to be prepared.
I mean, not to be that guy, but I think our demeanor is gonna sell our letter pretty good once we meet them.
I don't accept that.
Yeah, just better safe than sorry. Better, alive than dead.
Okay.
Am I not intimidating?
You're very intimidating.
No.
You scare me all the time.
No,
Thank
not
you.
really, Cricket. Not to me, at least. But that's because I also know you well.
I'm more scared of socks, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, socks do be scary.
He's gonna chuck revolt a bit and chuck a treat towards socks.
You can feel the movement on your belt, but he shifts a bit and then holds back as he realizes you're still in public, and it just falls to the ground.
Yeah.
Aww.
She'll pick it up and give it to him.
Alright, so meet up again tonight?
I think so.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool.
Then with that, I guess you guys split up for the day. What does that? All right, I'll just say. Does anyone have specifics that they want to do, and then we'll go down the line for a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's start with Kyrian.
I would like to use a forgery kit after I basically I'm going to get a tracing of the stamp.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attempt to make a duplicate wax seal with the forgery kit.
Okay.
So basically carving away at it and
Yeah.
different techniques of melting it over the wax to smooth it out and all that.
Okay. You want you're just gonna spend the afternoon into evening working on that?
Yeah, I'm just going by what's in Xanathar's here.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Good old Zannies.
Okay.
Either way, he does want to have a copy of stamps and everything in a book that he's just traced.
Yeah. So bare minimum, you're making a picture of what it is, and then you're trying to then make it like and then you're trying to make an actual stamp.
Exactly.
Okay. The drawing is no problem. It takes you a few minutes just to get it right and get the look. I will say throughout the day, give me because they're both forgery kit rolls. I will say one is give me a dexterity plus proficiency, and then an intelligence plus proficiency. As one is your concentration and how much you can plan into like the proper material and process. Second is how well you are with your hands.
Am I doing a sleight of hand check on top of the forgery kit, or just straight forgery kit?
It's just forgery, just the forgery roll. So
then I would like to do intelligence first to prepare.
Okay, go for it.
Intelligence plus proficiency. Oh wow, 17 plus 3 plus 3, 23.
23. Okay, yeah. So you take some time. You find some proper materials. Find like you take a good part of the afternoon just assessing the process of it, gathering the right equipment from your supplies, and planning everything out. So you should be ready.
Dexterity check.
Makes it easier.
That's all right. So that's a 9 plus 5 plus 3 for 17.
17. Okay, yeah. It takes you the better part of the day, and you're very careful with it. You take your time. You are extremely cautious in your handiwork, carving out these new pieces. What would your go-to like material be? Like, what would you think to make it out of?
For the wax?
Like for the stamp, would you want like a wooden one? Would you want to try and make it like molded out of something else? What would you think?
Do we have access to files, like very fine files, at the circus?
You would have craftsmen back at the circus that could supply those, yeah.
Then I would be doing wood first to get the general shape of it as a practice, and then I would spend probably the better part of the next however many long rests it takes to get like a perfect metal copy.
Okay. If you're going back to the circus, you could also like leave it with someone there if you want. You have, as was mentioned earlier, was it Rorik is an artificer that works at the circus. You could leave it with him if you want to do the wooden replica.
I'll get him to do the wooden replica then, if I may.
You want to do the wooden one? Okay.
Yeah, and then if over time I could get a metal one later on, but I just need the tracing so that I have something to base it off of, and then the wooden one is good.
Okay. So I think that what the easiest way and what kind of like keeps things running is you spend a good part of the afternoon. You go back to the circus and get the materials and work with him. You can carve out the wooden one and make that replica, and leaving him with kind of that baseline, he can prep everything for actually like forging and building a proper stamp and kind of just get the groundwork started for you.
Perfect.
Okay.
That's all I need.
So that is Kirian's day. Who wants to go next? If anyone's got anything in particular.
I've got something.
Okay, Huron.
Yes, so a Puron would just like to go to the library, or any research-based facility of the kind in the city that he could get some information from.
In this city, there's not a whole lot in terms of just like library and schooling. It's mostly like trade stuff, so there's not like this isn't a location where people come to learn necessarily. You can find like books from merchants and things, but you're not going to find a dedicated like full-scale library.
Okay, if that's the case, after some like an hour or so of searching, he'd head back to the circus, and then he would just copy down the spells that he sold today from his spell book back into the extra spells that he has in his cart.
Okay.
And I'll mark that down as well. And then the other thing, I guess then, if he can't find any libraries, would just be to go through his research a tiny bit, and specifically while messing with his compass to like peer through timelines and see things, he is going to see necessarily if he can find any other timelines that he has that he's closely enough connected to, where Beatrice is still alive, or if she is still alive, and see if he can find any common factors within those within those timelines that would determine whether or not Beatrice is alive.
Okay. Give me an Arcana roll.
Yes.
This is going to be a tough one, but
Okay.
you can certainly try.
I'm going to use my chronal shift ability on that.
Okay.
Yes. For a worse roll.
Ooh.
That is still okay though. That is a 16.
16. Okay.
Yes.
As you spend a good part of the afternoon in study and deep thought, flipping through books and just in your mind flipping through different images and different flashes of reality, you can just barely make out figures shifting around you. You can see just glimpses of Beatrice kind of popping in places where you're panning through what's transpired over the past few days, and you can see various blips of where Beatrice does show up, very, very faint. Give me an investigation roll.
Yes. Okay.
As these images flash in your mind.
That is a 16 as well.
Okay. As these different frames and different appearances flash in your vision, you're managing to note differences in each scenario, and the common trend is someone is missing in each of them.
Okay.
You've got a similar, the group that is in the scenario is different in each vision.
Okay. From that, from that information, would Apiron be able to surmise that if he were to somehow make any changes to the timeline we are currently in order to save Beatrice, if he were to figure it out through use of his machine or any way, if that would mean that someone else would have to be gone?
I mean, you can make that assumption.
Okay.
Who's he going to sacrifice for Beatrice? Points at Dre.
Yeah, the people who can't see points at Dre, right?
Rude.
As long as it didn't point at socks.
Yeah, and then the last thing would just be to check up on Beatrice's remains and see if she is how she's faring.
Yeah, she's still. I think it's been a week.
Yep, and a gentle repose is 10 days.
Yeah, you got. She's the same. Her form has not changed in any way. People don't go near where her body is either.
Yeah.
People don't really even talk about it.
Yeah. I'll probably just set up my machine in the similar configuration as I had it with the Null to just repair the damage done to Beatrice's body.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that for that would take you up until the evening. But that's
Yes,
something you can
just
do.
to prepare the machine and everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's it then.
Okay. Anyone else have anything in particular?
Yeah,
Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
Serenity wants to hike out of the city and just find a place in the wilderness with either like a creek or a river or a lake, some sort of like flowing water.
Yeah. It wouldn't take long. You can kind of hike a little on the northern end and find where the river that feeds into this large lake kind of it starts for the most part, but you can find where it's far enough from the city where it's not disturbing you.
Great. Yeah, and she's gonna find a nice place to just kind of sit down and meditate, and she's gonna do something that she doesn't do often, and she's just gonna try and pray to Elda, the green goddess.
Okay.
Thought you were going to say cry.
And she's gonna cry.
Yeah, I mean, you can sit there and pray.
Yeah, she's not necessarily praying for anything specific more than she is just trying to re-grasp a connection to something that she feels like she's losing.
Yeah. Give me a nature roll.
That's a 15 plus 4, so 19.
Okay. You sit there, like, are you there the whole day?
Yeah, she also just wants to get out of the city, but yeah. Basically stays in the wilderness the whole day, maybe not meditates the whole time. I don't think her attention span can go that far, but...
Well, that's fair. But you're there for a good chunk of the day, taking in the new nature around you, this place that you've never been before, and just taking in everything around, and the fresh open space, the calm air, the uncomfortable silence, almost.
I thought you were going to say serenity. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking that. But just the being away from all the noise of the circus of the city just for a moment it's surreal. And you can feel the warmth around slowly building. You can feel this comfort as your time in nature just brings you back to who you once were. It's a lovely day.
Yeah, great. That's all she wanted. And as it starts getting dark, she'll hike back into town.
Okay. And then, all right, Andre.
I'm gonna go look for Hinge.
Okay. Sure. Anywhere in particular?
Kind of the same area where I met her.
Okay. Heading to the market.
Yeah, market area.
Okay. Give me, I'll say either perception or investigation, however you want to go about it.
Ooh, okay. That's not good. I rolled a 7 plus 6 for not persuasion. Perception. It's still plus.
Yeah.
It's plus 6. So, 14. No,
That's 13.
13.
Close.
Close.
All right.
I'm getting better at quick math.
You take some time in the market, stroll about, you look around, spend some time chatting with the folks who are gambling. No one seems to have seen her recently.
Okay.
And looking around, you don't see her in the crowd. But partway through, as you're just kind of walking around, just perusing the stalls and looking around, you can feel a pat on your back, and it is a large weighted hand.
Is it Khaled?
It is.
Hey!
And
Dragon
he
Boy.
puts his hand on your back and gets right next to you and is facing forward, looking at the stall, and just don't look towards me. Everything is fine.
All right.
We said we would contact you. Unfortunately, things are a little busy right now. And he's just looking at pretending to look at the stuff at the stall. How are you with your hands?
I mean, what is my sleight of hand?
On a scale of 0 to 20.
I mean, I'd like to say I'm pretty good with them. I know how to, move cards around. Very slight. I'm good at sleight of hand stuff, if that's what you're asking. Card tricks. Lockpicking, I haven't really tried.
Not quite, but that's good to know.
All right.
How are you with tinkering and that sort?
Have I ever tinkered? I've watched Apeiron. I probably would you have let me help you at any point?
Not at all.
Not even here, Dreyerth, do this thing that's
He would
useless.
not have let you touch anything.
Wow.
Sorry, you probably watched some stuff, some people do stuff in the circus.
It's also roaring.
Not much tinkering on my part.
Well, that's unfortunate. We might be able to teach you a bit, but that's really all we have at the moment.
Alright, well, I'm always down to learn something new.
Good to know. If you're in the city a while, I'll find you when things are ready.
Sounds good. Thank you.
He just, without saying anything, like, he steps to the side and, like, picks up, a bit of fruit from the stall and just, like, pretends to look at it, sets it down, and leaves.
Cool.
Alright. Anything else?
Not that, yeah, no.
Cricket?
She's just hanging out around town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looking for anything or just,
No,
like...
just exploring.
Cool.
No one asked her to go with them, so she's just kind of like, well,
Oh, Dreerith would have asked.
No, I'm just being dramatic.
Okay.
She would just walk around the
Just
city.
exploring the city.
She's not alone. She has socks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, running around with socks, finding all the little hidden places, and just doing a little people watching, figuring out how people not from the Feywild behave.
And it's just like, So now that I have gold, what do I do with it?
There's some time where like you like spend a really long time figuring out how to use the gold. You walk away like there's an old man that like feels really bad for you for like how much you're trying to give for what like for something, and you're handing him like a handful of the gold. He's like, no, it's only this one. But you do like it's like a silver piece maybe. You walk away with like a potato.
Nice.
Why? You don't
She
know
takes a
what you do
bite out
with
of it.
It is very hard, but it's kind of bland.
Hands it to Socks.
Socks takes a larger bite.
Is it not cricket food? Is it Socks food?
I agree.
Okay.
I just want to see like translations one day of what Socks is saying.
Wow.
Well, it
Maybe.
doesn't matter. Cricket knows. Maybe if Allie doesn't, Cricket knows.
It's just like, I'm trapped in this body that
help me.
cannot
I'm a
express
cursed human
this
man.
force.
Only these simple-minded adventurers
My
can
real
understand
name
my
is
complex language.
Edward.
Maybe then like it's like
He's like trying to like tell a Puron like secrets of how time actually functions.
An ancient witch has
like
cursed
all the
me into this
beautiful mind
form.
equations going by.
I'm 10,000 years old.
I'm actually an ancient
I
dragon.
was once trapped in a tapestry.
All right, then.
I am Shara,
As
the goddess of healing.
as the day goes by, all of you go about your tasks. Eventually, the evening falls. The night progresses on, and you all meet back in the streets outside the White Lily. You mingle around, crossing by each other, not directly interacting, but just acknowledging that you're all there. And as the night goes on, patrons start to leave the bar, and eventually the door is shut. A curtain is pulled down in front of the small window in the doorway, and the two shutters are closed on both sides of the windows. And all of you can see this faint candlelight glowing through.
Oh, just like how we said!
It's all coming together.
Are you guys going in?
I don't know, are we?
Are you, or are you just watching?
I'll go! She's gonna start walking towards the door if no one stops her.
If Puron would stop her.
Now, you are not all, like, bunched together.
Yeah.
You are, like, spread out throughout the street.
Serenity would start walking towards the door.
Okay, Puron would go to stop Cricket, and then once Serenity joins, he's like, well, okay, guess we're going.
She like dusts herself off.
I'm sorry.
And she continues walking.
Alright. So all of you are approaching?
Yeah.
Tyrion's gonna lag behind just a little bit.
Yeah, Dreerith is lagging behind as well.
Serenity will be at the door. She's pretty hardy if something comes out to hit her.
Okay.
Puron will be preparing. Actually, you know what? Puron will cast Gift of Alacrity on Serenity and on himself.
Okay.
Yes.
Sounds good. Spells are cast as you all approach the door. Slowly, Serenity opens. Or Serenity went first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Serenity takes the lead. You all make your way inside slowly, you see that there are still lights on the main floor, but it is, for the most part, empty. As you all step in, there are a few figures still in the tavern, all facing the doorway. You can see 3 figures opposite the main door. You can see the dwarven figure just stood slightly off to the right of the main bar. You can see a familiar to some older elven woman just on the far left side of the room, kind of by one of the tables. This you can see hinged.
Hey. So you're gonna say Cleo for a second.
No. And then seated on the bar, you can see this younger looking human man. This shaggy, long blonde hair, very like sharp features, in this like long dark purple tunic and a long coat. And they look at all of you, like just staring at the door as all of you walk in. You step into the room, they don't say a word, they just watch.
Hi.
And then you hear a loud slam behind you as there are 2 more figures opposite the door. The door slams shut behind. You can see not 2 more figures, 1 more figure. You can see an older halfling man, just knelt behind the doorway, slams it shut. You can now see, wearing like this longer black robe, or like black cloak, this wild mane of gray hair, more like rounded features and a bit like stockier build. The door slams shut, and they all look at you, and each of them draws a sword. And that's where we're gonna end things.
Oh, balls.
Gift of alacrity was a good idea.
What does that do?
It gives you a plus D8 on any initiative rolls.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We're gonna be fast.
I thought we were coming here to talk.
Well,
Well, they haven't
find out
attacked
what
us
happens.
yet.
It's okay. You idiots, we all have swords!
I
What?
have
Are we
magic.
supposed to bring
I don't have a sword.
Did you bring one?
That's still not.
I have
Yeah.
magic. I have magic. I got some
We
power.
got a mimic. We're good. Thank you for listening to Wannabe Heroes podcast. Special thank you to James Nicholson for our outro intro music. If you enjoy our show, you can find us on social media at Wannabe Heroes Podcast on Instagram and Wannabe DND on Twitter.